China is taking its cooperation with Iran into one of the world's most strategically important technology sectors, the rare earth elements, and the timing could not be more significant. Beijing and Tehran are expanding their scientific partnership with rare earth exploration and processing now among the areas that they plan to work on together. But why are rare earths so important, and why does China's decision to cooperate with Iran in this field deserves so much attention? Now, as per a report by the South China Morning Post, China's National Natural Science Foundation, or the NSFC, has announced a new round of joint workshops with Iran's National Science Foundation. 5 areas have been selected for cooperation, but one stands out, which is the exploration and processing of rare earth elements, a sector where China has built enormous expertise and a dominant position globally. And this is where China's role becomes particularly important. China has developed extensive capabilities across the rare earth supply chain. Now, Beijing is bringing Iran into scientific cooperation focused specifically on exploration and processing. Now, under the arrangement, China's side will provide around 30,000 yuan, roughly $4,200 for each workshop. This will cover expenses including meetings, accommodation, and travel within China. Now, Iran's Science Foundation will take care of international travel for Iranian participants, while also covering accommodation for Chinese researchers traveling to Iran. But the bigger question is, why is this cooperation expanding now? The partnership comes as the conflict involving US, Israel, and Iran remains unresolved, giving this scientific cooperation a much more strategic dimension. Now, rare earths have become increasingly important in the global race for advanced technology and defense capabilities. And the reason rare earths matter is simple. These 17 metals are critical to modern technology and to defense systems. They are used in everything from powerful magnets and electronics to missiles, fighter aircrafts, and radar systems. But there is another development that makes this especially important. A Reuters report earlier this month found that the United States had used nearly all of its long-range precision missile stockpiles during the 5 months of the conflict. So what happens when a major military power's weapons stocks start running low? The answer is that access to critical minerals and the ability to process them becomes even more significant. And this is exactly where rare earths enter the picture. Now, recently, the Trump administration announced $3 billion in investments targeting critical minerals and battery projects. The broader aim is to strengthen supply chains, replenish weapon-related sources, and reduce America's dependence on Chinese supply chains. Now, China isn't simply another major player in rare earths. It holds the world's largest reserves and dominates both production as well as processing. But why does processing matter so much? Now, having rare earth deposit is one thing, but being able to extract, separate, and refine those materials at a large scale is another. And this is where China has built a major advantage. Now, Beijing has also been tightening restrictions on the export of the rare earth related technology. So now, what makes China's rare earth cooperation with Iran so significant? The answer becomes clearer when you look at China's past use of rare earths as a strategic tool. Why? Because after US President Donald Trump launched a trade war with China last year, Beijing responded with rare earth export control. The restrictions disrupted supply chains for American manufacturers and highlighted just how dependent the United States had become on Chinese sources. Now, let's talk about where does Iran fit into this picture. Iran's rare earth potential is still not fully understood. Its geology, including areas with iron ore and phosphorate formations, is considered promising for rare earth deposits, but how much is actually there remains uncertain. A February analysis by the Netherlands-based Hague Research Institute identified rare earth anomalies spread across roughly 7,000 square kilometers of central Iran. But there still is a major challenge. Can Iran actually turn these potential deposits into a functioning rare earth industry? For now, the answer is not yet at scale. Iran's ability to extract and process rare earth remains at an early stage, and the country is still far from having an industrial scale supply chain. And that is where China's expertise could potentially become more significant. But is this China-Iran cooperation something that suddenly appeared because of today's geopolitical tensions? Not at all. The scientific relationship between the two countries goes back to 2017, when China's National Natural Science Foundation and Iran's National Science Foundation signed a memorandum of understanding in Beijing. Now, at that time, the NSFC described Iran as an important country within China's Belt and Road Initiative. The objective was to strengthen cooperation in science and technology and create benefits for both the countries. So this latest rare earth collaboration is not the beginning of the relationship. It is in fact the latest step in a partnership that has been developing for years. And now, with rare earths becoming increasingly important to technology, defense, and global supply chains, the big question is, could this long-standing scientific partnership be entering a much more strategically important phase? And how will this impact the world overall? What are your thoughts on this video? Do let us know in the comment section below.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.